Hi guys, welcome back to Finpact. Today we're taking a look at Mullen Automotive stock and how there has been some recent good news, but we're also going to take a look at whether this stock has the possibility of going through a dead cat bounce. I will explain what that is later in this video, but before we jump into this video, I just want to say none of this is financial advice. This content is for entertainment purposes and I am not a financial advisor. So make sure you do your own research before you invest in anything. And if you guys haven't already seen my Mullen Automotive videos, it really gives an overview of what the company does and where the price could be heading. But again, all of that depends on some key factors. So for some context, you guys know that Mullen Automotive is an EV startup based in California. Now, the MULN stock has taken a massive beating this year. The stock price is down almost 96% in the 1-year chart. But despite that, we've seen a lot of good news in the last few weeks with Mullen Automotive, such as their partnership with EV charging provider Loop Global. They also announced a purchase order for 6,000 Class 1 cargo vans from Randy Marion Isuzu. And also I want to put emphasis that this purchase order is valued at $200 million. The thing is, this partnership provides them with a solution. If you think of residential EV drivers, they want streamlined EV charging stations that they can access easily. And with the Loop partnership, Level 1 and Level 2 DC fast charging will be supported by Loop Mullen EV charging network. Everything from site operation, installation, design, and continuous operation will be provided through this solution. And on top of that, the companies will use Loop's impact fund for the financing. It really gives Mullen the funding. In fact, for Level 1 and Level 2 charging stations, they're going to be using the Loop as a service program. So Loop is bringing around $300 million to the table. Currently, guys, the Mullen stock price is sitting at 23 cents. And you can see on the 1-year chart, it's down 95.48%. But in the last 5 days, we did hear some great news. So as you can see, the stock price did rally a little bit from 21 cents to 23 cents in light of this news. So the MULN stock was up 4% in light of the news that the first iGo vehicles have arrived in Europe. Also, we've talked a lot about the potential of a reverse stock split. So on December 23rd, the board of directors did have a meeting regarding this. And just in the last 51 minutes, we've seen this article be released. And that is that director Kent Puckett just sold off Mullen stock. So it is quite normal for us to expect quite a bit of volatility until the reverse stock split is fully confirmed. Right now, all we know is that the meeting on December 23rd was actually closed off without a final decision being made. So no votes were actually taken. In other news, Mullen Automotive also named a new vice president for commercial sales. His name is Donald Borthwick, and he has been responsible for $3.25 billion in annual sales to Fortune 2000 corporations in the Western US, which is an incredible track record. So it would be good to see how his performance is for Mullen Automotive. Now let's go back into whether Mullen stock is a dead cat bounce. You can see the chart, it's just been going downhill since the very beginning. Even on the 5-year chart, we are substantially down. And many people do believe that we could see rallies like this later down the line. And of course, if Mullen becomes more established and the macroeconomic factors in the global economy start resolving and they end up building an entire network of EV cars and EV charging solutions, and if they're able to rival the likes of Tesla, then yes, we could see the price go up. But right now, this could be a dead cat bounce. Now, I'll show you what a dead cat bounce looks like. This is the chart of a dead cat bounce. It's when we see a temporary upswing, which makes people think we're going back into a really high bull run with the stock price, or that we're going up with a big rally, maybe to an all-time high. But that isn't actually the case. In fact, it's just a temporary upswing, maybe in light of some positive news, until we go back downwards. And it seems like that could be happening with the Mullen Automotive stock. Because if we've seen the last 5 days, we did see a bit of a rally. But if you look on the 3-month chart, all these rallies that we saw where, Mullen was 54 cents, which is pretty much more than double from the price we're at right now, but the price did still fall. And all these upswings were still temporary until we saw a lower average price as we went on. And as you can see, we are at some of the lowest prices, especially compared to the last 5 years. So it does look like it could be a dead cat bounce situation. And I don't think the price will rally anytime soon, but it is one of those penny stocks that could have potential in the future. But the price rallies are not going to take place until well, like what I said will happen, which is one, that Mullen Automotive is able to challenge the likes of Tesla, and lots of people respect and buy the cars and use their charging stations. They really have to still build that network across the globe. And the macroeconomic conditions globally need to resolve, because we are in a recession. Majority of tech stocks, EV stocks, cryptos are all down, and macroeconomic conditions like inflation and high interest rates are still existing. So that is why we're not going to see any rallies just yet. But there is a lot of news coming about, and people are trading the Mullen stock. So I do believe that some profits can be made if people trade in the short term, albeit I'll say it's very risky to do that. Whereas I think if you buy fundamentally good stocks and hold for the long term, then you have less risk of downside if you have a larger time horizon when it comes to how long you can hold the stock. And of course, picking a good stock is also incredibly important. So if you take all these factors, that gives you a successful stock pick. Anyway, guys, I'm sorry I've been really choppy in this video. I've just gotten back from Christmas holidays, and it's been lots of mince pies and mulled wine. So things have been a lot calmer, but I hope this video still relays the information out to you guys, and I hope you find it useful. Anyway, guys, I will see you in the next video. Bye.